history, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to throw, it's Daniels. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's fourth. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive, let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around.
Tried to freeze him with the fake spike. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Toledo Rockets offense will get the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Back to throw, it's Gleason. He's taking the shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Rockets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All-time tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Line getting set on second down. On the ground, it's Ford. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll pull it on the read. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Gleason. Fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Here comes the offense on second down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Torres.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Toledo.
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone, but he was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down inbounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Gleason. He finds his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Caught over the middle. It's Newton. Stopped after making the catch. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rockets will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On the run, it's Ford. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the big fullback. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off, keep the drive alive.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. After run, now throw. Grab behind the line. It's 4. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Getting some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Rockets get enough for the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Gleason. He makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rockets are marching down the field. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They go to the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Rockets will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Going to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. What a nifty one there to pick up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down line.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Moving out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it, and I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations, you do really well.
Running back searching for a hole. On the move is the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Moving away from pressure. He caught it. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a ring.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Rockets will line up to punt it away. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking for room, it's Ford. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Using his feet, fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 18.
Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job of understanding when to get ready.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Ready, ready.
To the air, it's Daniels. Looking to scramble. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up.
2nd down.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He makes a catch. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rockets. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Run it with the fullback. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the fullback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Ford. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Stanford.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. To throw, it's Daniels. Looking for an open area to his left. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.